Edge. So excited to have her in the studio. You are the biggest star on the planet right now, Ariana Grande.
Not really, but nice to see you guys.
No, I think she is.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
definitely
having me.
agree. It's your first time to Australia. We always ask, or you must always get asked, what do you love about Australia? But we want to know what you don't like about Australia.
Or what you found a bit weird maybe in Australia, because everyone always goes, Australia's great, people look good. There's got to be something that you're like, oh, this is a bit weird.
The toilets are weird. Like when you
They're different to American toilets, aren't they? Yes.
They're different. I feel like when you go to another country, the toilets are always like slightly different.
Yeah.
And I'm always interested to see what they're going to be like.
Well, I found your toilets in America weird. The water's too high.
No, they do. You guys do it like
this
Japan,
one's
right?
like very like deep in there.
Yeah, and I'm like, you don't need that much water.
Just like peeing a mile to the thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's for? The
What?
higher water level.
Please explain. I don't know.
Skitties.
Oh,
That's what it's for.
and
does
that
that
makes
mean?
sense. Oh, Emma, please explain to Ariana Grande what skitties are.
When there's like stains.
I want to jump off a cliff.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't say that.
Please, it's only been a minute into the interview.
Oh
So
my
there we go.
God.
We've worked out why...
This is going to be a fun one, I can already tell.
Yeah, right.
Thank God.
We've worked out why Americans have more water in their toilet. We've
Yeah, I
solved
could've- I
that
could've
problem.
told you that ages
disgusting.
ago.
That's disgusting. That's gross.
Right,
Okay.
we'll move straight on then. Now, Bang Bang, the song that you do with Jessie J and Nikki, you talk about good and bad girls. What the hell is the difference between a good and a bad girl?
And which one are you?
I think we all have a little bit of both in us, you know?
Yes.
I think some of us are more a good girl, like, you know, on a daily basis to everybody.
And then
Yeah.
like bad
and then
girl
behind
behind
closed
the scenes.
doors. Yeah, you know, it just depends on what kind of person you are. Sometimes you're a little more comfortable.
But with a guy, he's either a bad guy or a good guy. There's no in between, is it? You girls can change. You can be whatever you want.
No, I'm just kidding. I think all people have a little bit of both, you know.
Yeah.
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 And sometimes we change. We go from being a bad girl to a good girl to a bad girl. You can, you know, bad guy to a good guy.
What's
you know?
Ariana? Good girl?
I'm both. I'm both. I feel like everybody has a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm right in between.
When you performed the song at the VMAs, Nikki had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. Has anything
Yeah.
similar happened to you on stage?
Yeah, I was on Broadway for a year. So not a year. I was doing musical theater since I was
Yeah.
like 8. So like I was doing musical theater for a really, really long time. But I was on Broadway for like 6 months. And I had so many like wardrobe malfunctions, and because the quick changes are so quick.
How long have you got, say, in between? Like, if you do a show, do you do many changes of your clothes?
No, not yet. But when I
Yeah.
go on tour, I imagine I'll have a few.
And you got like a minute,
Like
right?
10
And it's
seconds
like,
or
boom,
something?
take
Quick.
everything off, put it back on.
Yeah.
So it easily happens, right?
Yeah.
What was going on with Nikki there? What was she hot? Like,
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I was
boobs
not.
were going to pop out.
She was over there, so I wasn't near her quick change because I
Doing
was
your own
quick changing on this wing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I ripped my fishnets, and my boot was
Oh.
like barely zipped it up in time, and
So it was a quick, and with you on Broadway, what's the worst that happened when you were there?
a shoe came off while I was on stage. One time I forgot to put my microphone on, so I went on stage without a mic. One time I like forgot to put like a certain tank top underneath my jacket, and
Uh-oh.
the wardrobe people were mad, and it was all very.
As long as you didn't
intense.
indecently expose, I'm sure it was fine.
That would have been epic. Just a Broadway entrance, holding boobs.
Yeah, here I am.
No shirt. Here I am. I hit my mark. When my boobs are out.
I love that. Do you still get nervous when you go on stage? Because people say if you don't get nervous, you're not really into it. But there's got to be a certain point. If you've been
No,
doing it
that's not
since you're
true,
8.
I don't think.
Well, if you've been doing it since 8, you must be reasonably
I'm very
comfortable.
comfortable, yeah.
But
I'm
there's
very
adrenaline,
comfortable.
right?
Yeah, there's definitely adrenaline. It depends as well on like how many people are there. Like this morning I did Sunrise
Yeah.
here, and we were just inside, and all the fans were outside, so I wasn't
So
that
it's
nervous.
okay.
I
Yeah.
was like inside, and I got to see them, which was really nice, and I got to wave hi and say hello. But I was also just like, I felt like I was just with a very intimate group. I was just with my friends. I
Do
was
you
just with
prefer that?
dancers.
Like, because I personally prefer to just be in the studio than having to meet all my adoring thousands of fans out there.
Because
Do
they're
you-
all just waiting outside the front of the
mainly
building, Ariana,
women
every day.
Yeah, mainly women.
Mainly women.
Yeah. Do you prefer to be in the studio recording as opposed to being up on stage?
No, I prefer anything. I mean, I love performing.
Yeah.
So whether it's like a big outside like festival type thing, or like an arena, or a morning show, or an indoor morning show, I just love. I mean, I love singing. It's all very different, but I love performing. It's a lot of
On
fun.
performing, what about lip syncing? You don't do it, but
No.
there's been scandals about other celebrities doing it. I don't have a problem with it. Like, if it was me, I'd do it, right? So you've recorded Break Free, for example, in the studio, right? It's the best it can be. They've
But she
perfected
sounds
it.
amazing live.
No,
so
but
why
I
wouldn't you
like
just
to-
let her be the
But
artist?
here's the thing: some people like to switch it up live as well. Like I
Yeah,
could never
right.
lip sync because I like to do alternate melodies randomly.
Oh, and I hate
if
that. I
like-
want to hear it
He
like
always
it was on the
goes
radio.
on rants on the show.
God.
He's like, why do artists do that? We like the song how it was recorded.
Because you
originally."
get bored, is that right?
No, it's because I just express myself in the moment. I
Yeah.
like to just like do what comes out, you know?
So if it's lip synced, you can't. You're stuck to the
No,
single.
yeah, exactly.
Have you ever had anyone try and get you to do it? Like
No.
suggest? No?
I mean, no. There was a time I was doing an event with like it wasn't just me. It was like a group performance, and some of the people in the group wanted to do that.
God,
like,
I'd
do a
love to know who they
pre-recorded-
are.
Yeah.
a pre-recorded vocal, and I remember
Yeah.
I was rehearsing and I was like singing live, whatever, and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna mark this next one because I'm feeling a little hoarse. Like I'm gonna save it for the show."
Yep.
And when I was doing it, I was expecting to just hear the recording since I was gonna rest that take, and out came a live recording of me from one of the rehearsals, and I was like, "What is this?"
Get that off.
I was like, "What is this?" And he was like, "Oh, that was you like a couple minutes ago," and I was like, "You have that?"
Don't do that.
I was like, "You recorded that?" And I was like, if this comes out on stage, I will literally like drop the microphone and walk off stage. I was like, that's the creepiest thing I've ever heard. Like, I didn't even know he was recording me.
So you're a purist. There is no
Yeah,
recording.
if I have a cough or if I have a cold, I would much rather you just I would much rather take an alternate melody and just like whatever happens because I
Yeah.
just feel like it's real and it's in the moment and it's
But I think the
whatever.
fans appreciate that too. They would rather hear
But to each his
you
own
on
though,
stage.
because some people some people I know I could probably dance a little more full out if I did that.
Well,
you
that's
know
the
what I
thing,
mean?
isn't
I
that
could
why
probably-
Britney and
I
all
could
that
grow
did
in
it?
that way.
Yeah.
Isn't
yeah.
that's why they did
A
it.
lot
yeah.
of people, a lot of
Yeah.
people are more dancers than they are singers, so they
Yeah.
do that, which is totally fine. To each their own. Every artist is different.
But if I went and watched a concert and say I was sitting in the crowd, would you perform Break Free for me just like it is on the radio? Like
Sure.
just for me?
sure,
Because I really like that.
just for you,
You're super
I'll sing
fam-
the boring straight version for you.
Hey, it's a good hit. It is a hit.
Thank
You're
It's not boring.
super famous now, Ariana. Have you had any like really good advice from your peers on like how to deal with social media, rumors that are true or not true, that kind of thing?
Oh my god, it's so weird. No, but today I could use some.
You want advice today? Oh, you get advice
Yeah.
from me. I got advice for you.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing it just a little bit longer than you, and I'm clearly as famous as Ariana.
He's got more than, how many followers do you have on Instagram? 15 million or something
think
like
so,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
got
got 15
4,000,
million and
yeah.
one.
Anyway, hey, no, seriously, don't listen to what anyone says. And
Yeah, of
actually, if
course,
they're
right?
talking about you, it's great. So I
You
get a lot of
only-
hate,
you only
and I love
listen
the
to your
hate.
family and your friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? If they're talking about you, that is better than them not talking about you.
I guess
You know what I mean?
so.
Because you don't want to be beige. You don't want to be like Leona Lewis or no one cares about anymore. Who's someone no one cares about? I'm gonna name someone. I'm not gonna be bad
You're
guy
a
here.
jerk.
Yeah, he is. This is what I got to deal with on a regular basis.
hate
like
this man
every
right
day.
Oh, you can't hate me. Wouldn't you prefer they're talking about you though?
What?
You
No.
prefer- no?
I mean, no. I mean, I guess yes. I would much rather them talk about my music, though.
Of course. Then
Because
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people try to start rumors about me as a person, and that's not. I don't like that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I am also trying really hard to not even pay attention to.
Well, that's the thing. Don't read it.
I've done a really good job of like creating a very private bubble that I exist in, and
Yeah.
I don't look at it, and I don't. But when I do hear about it, it does suck. And I did hear about something just 10 minutes ago that was
Yeah.
totally untrue and very.
Do you want to set the record
yeah,
straight?
Annoying. No, there's no record.
So
to
you don't
be
wanna
set
bring
straight.
it up?
It was just like a photographer or something who got mad at me because I left to like change my outfit mid photo shoot because I didn't like my top.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'll be right back. And then I came back and he had left. And I was like, oh shit. And then he just like came out with something that like said
Yeah.
all these ridiculous untrue things about me. And I'm just like, you know what? That's not real. That's nonsense. My fans know who I am. My family knows who I am. My friends know who I am. And that's all that matters.
Calling me a jerk as you did, I've had someone. No. But seriously,
It's so true. Don't
You
feel
deserved
bad.
it in that
He's
moment. You
such a
deserved it
douche.
in that moment.
I wanna go-
You were like, who doesn't anybody care about? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to get some more names.
I care about those people.
Okay, we should care about everyone. I had someone throw a drink on me once, and I've had a girl spit on me.
Ew.
Right? But to me, it's like, well, who cares? You know, don't worry about what they say about
we
you.
have to deal with people like haters on our Facebook page as well. Like
Everybody
the things that they
does.
call
Yeah.
me and
No
the things
matter
that they
what
call
you
Mikey.
do.
You just have to deal with it.
Yeah, no matter what you do, no matter what your profession is, no matter how old you are, everybody deals with haters and like I guess just a whole bunch of.
Trolls.
They're always going to be there, and
We
you know
could
what?
talk
They're
about it
people
for
who have
hours.
like nothing to do in their lives.
And there are also people who don't necessarily know you or understand you. Like they're also judging an inaccurate depiction of you.
You're very right. The people that know you best, your family, friends, partners, whatever, and that's all that
Yeah.
really matters.
You should never respect someone who doesn't respect you.
and they're
And
still
you
listening.
guys right here.
Well, no, we're clearly family now. We are part of the Ariana family. Talking of jerks, a guy that needs to be more of a jerk. And actually, can we get you over here? Producer Sean, here he is. He's our producer. Ariana, look, he's got a problem with women.
Oh, no.
A really big problem. Let's get you up to the mic, Sean.
Mikey is a jerk to
Microphone
Sean
for
like
Sean.
every day.
We didn't have to bring this
Yeah,
up.
we do. He's got a problem with women, right?
Oh, no.
Now, what I want to do here is can you rate him out of 10? Because if Ariana gives you a good rating, he could go, well, Ariana Grande
But
said
if
I
she
was-"
gives me a bad rating, then I'll never get.
You seem
this
like a
one.
nice guy. And
Too
you're wearing
nice,
a
though?
polo, you know. You
So what-
know.
You're wearing a polo.
All right,
He's a 10.
see?
You look so nice. He's a
10.
nice guy.
I got a 10.
You have solved his
I
women
want to
problem.
help your game.
I'm going to bring that recording around at the pub. And
Yeah, that'll work.
Ariana
Hi,
Grande,
listen to
10.
this. Listen to this.
Okay, maybe that's not a good idea.
You seem totally sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that backfired
lovely.
terribly on me, didn't it?
This guy, however.
Oh, yeah, get going.
Yeah,
Rate
go
me,
on.
Ariana.
What?
Rate me.
Rate Mikey. Don't
I
hold back
mean-
because he's really, really harsh on women. Like really.
15.
She said 3.
You.
She said 3.
Well, she's been there. She, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right, dude. You wish. You wish.
Oh my goodness.
Ever since we started working together, he's tried it. He's tried shooting like every single day.
I feel like I should excuse myself now. I feel like you guys have to work on some stuff.
We need
Couples therapy.
We need counselling. Yeah.
I'll be the life coach. Go ahead.
Oh, look, we love Break Free. The album is my everything. And thanks so much for coming in. Please,
Very
you're a big
natural
superstar
transition
now,
there.
but come back. Yeah,
Thank
I know,
you.
so
You're
move
really good
on.
at that.
Yeah. So I'm,
All right, back to the music.
That's what
all
he
I-
does for a living.
all
you
I
know?
heard was I'm really good at that. That's all I heard.
You are. It was really good.
Ariana Grande, thank
Thank
you
you
so
guys
much.
so much for
you.
having me.
The Edge.